Welcome to Real Deep Understanding, where we explore books that challenge our thinking and help us grow. Today we're diving into The Art of Happiness by the Dalai Lama and Howard Cutler. This book is a powerful guide to finding inner peace and lasting happiness, blending Tibetan Buddhist philosophy with practical psychology. The Dalai Lama believes happiness is not something we stumble upon. It is something we cultivate through deliberate actions, mental training, and shifting our perspective. Cutler, a psychiatrist, brings a Western viewpoint to the conversation, making these teachings accessible to people from all walks of life. If you've ever wondered how to be happy no matter your circumstances, this book offers profound wisdom. It teaches us that happiness isn't found in money, success, or external validation. Instead, it comes from within, from our attitudes, values, and how we choose to respond to life. Let's explore the key lessons in The Art of Happiness and uncover practical ways to bring more joy into our daily lives. Chapter 1. The Purpose of Life, Happiness. The Dalai Lama begins with a simple yet profound statement. The purpose of life is to be happy. While this may seem obvious, many people spend their lives chasing things that don't truly bring lasting happiness, status, material wealth, or fleeting pleasures. The key to happiness, he explains, is training the mind to develop inner peace, compassion, and a positive outlook. Our external conditions will always change. Sometimes we'll have success, sometimes we'll face hardship. But true happiness isn't dependent on external circumstances. It is cultivated through our inner world. Cutler asks the Dalai Lama if happiness is really attainable for everyone. The Dalai Lama responds that happiness is a skill. Just like learning to play an instrument or speak a new language, it requires practice and dedication. By shifting our mindset, adopting a more compassionate perspective, and focusing on what truly matters, we can train ourselves to be happier. The message is clear. Happiness is not something we find, it is something we create. Chapter 2. Training the Mind for Happiness. Our thoughts shape our emotions, and our emotions shape our reality. The Dalai Lama explains that happiness starts with training our minds. If we constantly focus on problems, negative emotions, and stress, we reinforce a mindset of suffering. But if we cultivate gratitude, kindness, and optimism, we rewire our brains for happiness. A simple yet effective practice he recommends is daily reflection. Taking time each day to reflect on positive experiences, acts of kindness, or things we're grateful for strengthens our ability to find joy in everyday life. Cutler asks, what about people who have been through severe hardships? Can they really be happy? The Dalai Lama shares stories of individuals who have suffered yet still find happiness because they focus on what they can control, their attitude and response to challenges. He stresses that mental resilience is key to sustaining happiness. Another essential practice is mindfulness. When we live in the present moment instead of worrying about the past or future, we experience deeper peace and contentment. The Dalai Lama encourages us to stop overanalyzing and start experiencing life fully. Chapter 3. Overcoming Suffering and Negative Emotions. Pain and suffering are unavoidable, but the way we react to them determines whether we become consumed by misery or find a path to peace. The Dalai Lama teaches that suffering often comes from attachment and expectations. We expect life to go a certain way, and when reality doesn't match those expectations, we feel disappointed and frustrated. Instead of resisting suffering, he suggests acceptance and transformation. When we accept that challenges are part of life, we free ourselves from unnecessary emotional suffering. One of the most powerful lessons in this chapter is about anger and resentment. The Dalai Lama explains that holding on to anger is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to suffer. Forgiveness, on the other hand, liberates us, not for the sake of others, but for our own peace of mind. A practical way to reduce suffering is compassion. When we shift our focus from our own problems to helping others, we create meaningful connections and a deeper sense of fulfillment. Compassion shifts our mindset from self-pity to purpose. Chapter 4. Relationships and human connection. The Dalai Lama emphasizes that happiness is deeply tied to our relationships. People who feel connected to others, who experience love and kindness, tend to be much happier. On the other hand, isolation, resentment, and conflict lead to suffering. He encourages building relationships based on genuine care rather than selfish desires. In today's world, many relationships are transactional. What can I get from this person? But true happiness comes from giving without expectation. Cutler asks about dealing with difficult people. The Dalai Lama responds that we can't change others, but we can change how we react. Instead of being defensive or resentful, we should practice understanding and patience. Often, when someone is angry or difficult, they are suffering in their own way. Responding with compassion rather than hostility strengthens our own peace of mind. A simple daily practice: express gratitude in your relationships. Tell the people in your life how much they mean to you. Strengthening connections brings lasting happiness. Chapter 5: Wealth, Success, and the Illusion of Happiness. Money, fame, and achievements give temporary happiness, but they do not lead to lasting fulfillment. Many people believe, once I get that promotion, buy that house, or earn more money, then I'll be happy. But the Dalai Lama warns that this is an illusion. Once we achieve one goal, we simply set another, always postponing happiness to the future. True happiness comes from contentment. When we appreciate what we already have rather than constantly striving for more, we find peace. This doesn't mean we stop working toward goals, but rather that we stop believing our happiness depends on them. Cutler asks, should we not care about success at all? The Dalai Lama clarifies that ambition isn't bad, but when success becomes an obsession, we lose balance. The key is moderation, working toward our goals while maintaining gratitude and inner peace. Chapter 6: Living a Meaningful Life. At the heart of happiness is living with purpose. When we align our actions with our values, we feel a sense of fulfillment that no external reward can provide. The Dalai Lama encourages us to ask, what truly brings me joy? For some, it's helping others. For others, it's creativity, family, or personal growth. Whatever it is, prioritizing meaningful activities leads to deeper satisfaction. A crucial lesson is that happiness is not an accident, it is a choice. We can actively cultivate joy through small daily habits, practicing kindness, meditating, spending time with loved ones, and embracing simplicity. When we do this, happiness becomes a natural part of life rather than something we chase. Conclusion: the Dalai Lama's message is clear. Happiness is not found in material things or achievements. It is a skill we develop through mindset, compassion, and daily choices. If we want to be truly happy, we must train our minds to focus on gratitude and positivity. Let go of attachments and unrealistic expectations. Practice compassion to build deeper relationships. Stop chasing success as the source of happiness. Live with purpose and align our actions with our values. The art of happiness is not a one-time lesson, but a lifelong practice. By applying these teachings, we can create lasting inner peace and joy. If you found this summary insightful, subscribe to Real Deep Understanding for more deep explorations into life-changing books. Hit the like button if this video resonated with you, and share your thoughts in the comments. What's one lesson you'll apply to your life? Thank you for watching, and remember, happiness is in your hands.